everybody, how we doing today? Oh, it's good to see y'all out here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in. Happy Wednesday, happy stream day. Good to see you. Welcome, 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 welcome. I was over here being like, all right, I'm ready to start streaming. Yeah, let's go. Queued up the intro songs, got all that stuff going, and then I was like, oh, I haven't done anything. My camera wasn't on, my lights weren't on. I left my water downstairs, and I sprinted down the stairs to go get it. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome on in, everybody. How are we doing today? Good to see you out here. Welcome, 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 welcome. Emmy, Sophia, thanks so much for the 11 months at tier 2. How are you? 1 month until... Why did that not pop up? Until a new tree. Hey, I really appreciate that. I'm doing well today. I'm doing well today. A little low on energy today, so we'll see how long the stream lasts, but it's good. No poll today. I know I kind of couldn't think of a good one. So it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Turning on the mic would be helpful. You can definitely hear me. The mic is coming through. I can see the little bar lighting up, so... Unless it all reset on me. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Sabo's the one trolling today. Sabo's the one trolling out here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How's the renovation going? The deck is done and the bath, which is fantastic. And then of course now it's raining outside, so even better. And then the bathroom is almost done. We had to get we're getting a custom shower door made for it just because it would fit the space a little bit better, and that got ordered, and that's the last thing that needs to get installed, and that's supposed to be here on like the 29th 28th 29th or something like that, and then we're all done. But nobody's in our house until the shower door gets here, so it's finally quiet. It's amazing. It's perfect. And then there's really loud leaf blowers going on outside right now. So currently everything is locked up, so it's not too loud in this room. Renovation tour vlog thingy? Probably not. I'll post a few photos, but that'll be about it. I don't like sharing too much of the personal life. I like to kind of tailor what is seen, and I feel like that's a lot easier to do in pictures than anything else, just because I don't want people trying to go enhance, zoom in on everything, blah 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 blah, and then try and be weird and figure out where I live. Because people be weird like that sometimes, so you know, it's the way it goes. Scribbly Dibbly, thank you so much for the 4 months at tier 2. Reminder to like the stream and show Fwhip some love. Hey, I really appreciate it. If you have not already, my friends, be sure to leave a like on the stream. We got 500 people in here and only 250 likes, so I do appreciate it. It's a bit of a security issue on the internet. It really is. And it's one of those things that no matter how careful I am with it and no matter what I do, like, it'll probably happen eventually, of just kind of being a person existing in the world, and as the audience grows, that's kind of a part of it. But as long as I delay that as far out as I can, that's great. That's perfect. SS Love, thank you so much for the 7 months.
Pleased to meet
Thanks
you.
for being here and the good vibes. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around for this long. Oh my gosh. And we know how 4chan did that with just a flag, so yeah, I totally understand. Yeah. I don't know. It's a weird, the internet's a weird place. I'm very happy to say that most of the community here is a very genuine and honest and really nice place to be, which is fantastic. We do get the occasional internet troll in here and all that stuff, but overall we're pretty good. It's a good group of people here, and I'm very happy to say that. I feel like we were kind of been able to tailor a community to be very healthy, and which is kind of crazy seeing like how it also kind of goes on like the consistency of the growth of, instead of just going for, like, you see a lot of the channels that go from tiny to massive and their audience just kind of gets away from them and what they're doing and everything like that. So it's nice to see like the consistent growth that we've had of like, it's kind of healthy growth and like making sure the community is built along the way, instead of seeing just this massive growth and then trying to like manage and reel everything back in. We've had some big crazy growth periods like that, but I feel like the plateaus that we get are really nice for coming in and actually being like, hey, no, this is how we run things in here, and no, we don't want like, these are the rules, you follow the rules, or like you can leave. How's your week been? I've been struggling to get back into the workflow, but other than that, it's been pretty good. I was able to finish up the new hardcore video is going to be dropping tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. I think y'all are going to really enjoy it. I'm very happy with the end result of it, so that's awesome. And then I really couldn't think of the next video idea until I finally was like, you know what? We've hit day 5,000, and that's amazing. And I think 5,000 is the perfect point to go back and revisit an old project. So yesterday, I spent 6 hours gathering azalea leaves, and you can assume the rest from there. So, yeah, that's kind of where the next project's gonna go. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but that's the next project. So yeah, yesterday I watched the entire last season of Disenchantment. I love that show, the animated show on Netflix. It is the stupidest thing, and it's such crude humor, but it's not family friendly at all for any people out there who have their kids are watching or whatever. Not family friendly at all. But I love the show. It's so good. I'm so sad it's the final season, but it's good. It was a good one. If you also enjoy the show, it's medieval Futurama. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is, and I love it. So I watched that, and then I was like, all right, I need a movie now instead of a TV show. And then I watched 65. It's an Adam Driver movie. Not my favorite, but it kept me entertained while I needed another 2 hours to finish gathering up and all the leaves and everything like that. So I finished with like 10 minutes left on the movie, and I was like, I'm done. That's it. I'm done. So it's been good. That was my day yesterday of just 6 hours of chopping trees down and gathering all the leaves. Will you continue your old city? Yeah, we're definitely getting back to that. I'm feeling here. We can jump in a game and walk around a little bit here. If Minecraft wants to Minecraft. I'm feeling a little burned. 65 was confusing. Yeah, it just like, I felt like the story just kept throwing these curves in. As soon as I started to understand it, I was like, I don't get it again. I don't understand it. It's by the Simpsons creator. Yeah, I can, yeah, that makes sense. But anyways, I've been loving the desert region for the builds and everything in it, but I'm starting to get a little bored. I'm now realizing why when I was doing building with Fwhip, so many of the times I was in Papyrus and doing that after like the initial getting the survival side set up, I would leave and then I would come back and then I would leave again and come back and add some more. And I think that's kind of where I'm at with this project. I'm ready to leave for a little bit. We're currently on day 5027. So the grind has been going. The grind has been grinding. And yeah, so there's just a lot. There's a lot that we've been able to do out here and accomplish, and you can kind of see from the aerial view up here with like everything coming in. I'm gonna try and avoid showing the village too much because it's the video tomorrow. But yeah, so today I want to focus on kind of getting the green spaces along the river over here detailed out and kind of getting a lot more of that etched in. And then I think streams will probably continue decorating out the rivers and all that stuff along here. And then outside of that, I think videos are going to transition to somewhere else for a little while, just to do something a little new. Mostly because I need something new. I'm starting to feel like I'm repeating ideas in this place, and I don't want to be doing that. So I'm gonna take that as a note of I need to take a break for a little bit. Those are all supposed to be in here. Why did I put those in there? I don't know. We don't really need anything out of that one, so that's good. And we already kind of have the base layers done, so we'll just grab 2 stacks of string. I don't need to bring the whole box, and that should be enough. What am I looking for? Nothing. I think we have it all. Taking a break from the break? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I think that's taking a break from the break and going back to the main projects is actually like I'm ready to get back into it. Like I'm ready to get back into the original old world section and get some building going on over there, which I'm excited for. I think that's going to be a think it's a good point. Also, sorry, my alert like tab list is being very funky today and not showing everything. So I'm trying to catch them as they go by in chat. I don't know what's going on. YouTube is being YouTube. The viewer activity page on my YouTube where it shows all the members and everything is just blank. And I'm scared if I refresh it, it's not going to let me get back in because YouTube is YouTubing. Eric, thank you so much for the 4 months. I really do appreciate it. Can't stay for the whole stream, but have a good one. Love the project so far. Keep being awesome. Hey, I really appreciate that. Shenko, thank you so much for the 19 months. Hope's all well. Can't sleep by 2 a.m. So here I am. This is fine. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you can fall asleep here soon. Minina, thank you so much for the 4 months as a supporter. Really get to watch streams, but love the videos. Hey, thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so there is our azalea leaves. Here we have the sugar cane, that, so we can just put the string in there because that'll go with the sugar cane. Sorry, that's acacia leaves, not azalea. Here we have our birch leaves. Here we have our azalea leaves. Here we have the grass bits. And then this is our tree, and these are our flowers. Perfect. And then we can just kind of set this stuff back up here. We're probably not going to build too many trees today. We might get to that at the end. Maybe let's just go make some more jungle planks. I need a lot more oak leaves to keep building trees, so we'll see. Summer is over, autumn has arrived, and Fwhip is going back home from his vacation. Exactly. Gotta get back to my cozy medieval. What did I want? Jungle fences. I gathered so much jungle wood, and I was like, oh, I'm never gonna get through this. And now I'm kind of like, I'm almost out of jungle wood. What happened? This whole sugar box was full of jungle logs when the first time I chopped down the little forest I made over there. So we gotta do that again here soon. How are you, and how are you so good at building? Do you have any tips for me, please? Building is just about practicing and trying new things. A big part of building is that you have to fail a lot before you get it right. The only way to really grow a skill is to try new things and get it wrong and say, I don't like how that looks. What if I do it this way? And that is like the #1 way to improve and be better. And think of Minecraft building as an art style. You really have to take the time to learn. You can't just be like, okay, I'm gonna wake up today and build the best castle ever in Minecraft. No, whoever has the title for building the best, whereas probably nobody actually has a title for building the best castle, because it's all up to what you like or what the person looking at your stuff enjoys. And yeah, and I can guarantee all of the top builders in Minecraft are gonna say the same thing of, I've been building for years and years and years, and I've been putting in the hours, and that's how I've learned. Think of every new build you do and every new little thing you try as like building a toolkit. And when you start building and getting into something new, you have that toolkit ready in your brain, and you can call on those different ways of building a circle, all those different ways of building a tower or roof designs. You kind of have those in your brain ready to go, and when you can pull those out, and that adding them together is how you can make unique builds. And still at that point, you have to keep trying new things and keep trying stuff. And Minecraft is very much a game where you want to reinvent the wheel. The only way you're going to make something like truly unique and cool and super awesome is you kind of sometimes have to just redefine what you think something good looks like in Minecraft. There's a lot of things that when I'm trying it out, I absolutely hate it. And then I come back to it a few months later. I'm like, wait, no, that's kind of cool. I was just a little ahead of the time on that. And I think if I change it up this way, I can make it work. Brooklyn, thanks so much for the 3 months. The community is the best. Thanks for the happy place. Hey, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for helping make it a happy place. My friends, we got almost 800 people in here, and we just hit 400 likes. Be sure to leave a like if you haven't already. Helps me out a bunch. Have you got any advice for a new channel? If you're a new channel and you're just getting into recording videos, record what you love. That's it. That's it. If you are starting a new channel and you're focusing on gaining subscribers and being the next massive Minecraft channel out there in the world, you've already failed. If you're just starting out with streaming, YouTube, blah, 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 whatever it might be, you need to be doing it because you want to do it, not because you want to make money off of it. So I saw somebody, there's a thread on Twitter this morning of this person who is it one of those annoying Twitter people that always shows up on your social media where they're like, here's 10 tips on how to do this the best way possible and blah, blah, blah. And I've helped people make so much money and this is why you should listen to me. And all they do is post on Twitter all the time. You know, one of those type of influencers. But they had this thing that they're talking about this morning that was like, dang it, you had something useful to read. But what they're talking about is they're a kind of, they help YouTube channels grow is their whole thing. And they're talking about how they had some 18-year-old kid reach out to them. And the kid was like, hey, I really want to be a YouTuber, but I hate the process of recording videos. What should I do? And so the person just went onto a whole thread of, if you hate the process of making content, why do you even want to be a YouTuber? The entire thing about being a YouTuber is you're recording videos. If you don't want to record a video, why the heck are you doing it? Like, you need to either figure out how you're going to enjoy the process of recording a video, or you need to understand that this is not for you. Not everybody needs a YouTube channel. Not everybody needs to be a YouTuber. And I was like, yep, that's something that really needs to be said really often. There's a so the advice I will give anybody who's trying to get onto YouTube and really kind of get started is you need to actually fall in love with the process of making videos, not just because it's like a means to the end of like getting money or getting views or whatever it is like that. If you don't actually enjoy making a video, you're only going to get so far. And that's the truth of it. Look at any large YouTube channel right now out there, all of them, every single one does it because they started with a love for making content and producing and everything like that. That content, like the love for making content, can start with just a love for gaming and then wanting to find a way to play games more. That's what it was for me, is I was like, okay, I really enjoy playing video games and I want to be in the gaming industry somehow. And I guess like, and I love the process of like having a creative outlet and creating things. And then that slowly led me into, okay, well, actually, let's try a thing about being a YouTuber. Can you make a username for me for Minecraft? Steel Meadow. There you go. Brooklyn, thank you so much for the dono. I do appreciate it. Sister does a vlog, but she does it for herself, not to become a YouTuber. Yeah, I mean, I started uploading videos because I was bored and I needed something to do at school. That was the whole reason I started YouTube, was because I was bored during summer school and I needed something to fill my time with that felt more productive than, actually, we're going to come to these last, than spending my entire day playing World of Warcraft. So I started a YouTube channel. And that's the whole reason, that's the whole way I got started. Which I always find so funny. Everybody's like, how'd you get started? Where'd you go? Blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, I was a bored college kid sitting in my dorm room and none of my friends were on campus. I had one buddy who I was living with and he was working a full-time job that had like a 40-minute commute in the morning and night. And so like he'd leave in the morning at like 6:37 and he wouldn't get home till like 6 or 7 at night. And I had one class each day because I was only taking one class per summer quarter. That took me 2 hours, and the first quarter didn't have any homework. So I had 2 hours of things during the day and I needed to find a way to fill the rest of my time. And that is how I started. So there's your get rich quick scheme of get bored and then start uploading videos and then realize that you actually enjoy the process of uploading videos. Bam. Money. YouTube money.
You should transform
everywhere.
a mushroom island and make custom mushrooms and maybe a mystical magic village. I would love to see that.
I'd love to do that one day. Mushroom islands to me, I feel like are fun, but I always want to get to the point of like bringing the grass everywhere in them because it's just so lush and cool. And then I'm go through the process of like, do I want to change out all that mycelium? Yes, I understand I removed 60,000 red sand over there, but it's different, I swear. And then I'm always just like, I don't know. If I can find a mushroom island that's close to me in this world, I will consider doing it. I did the mushroom island in season 2, so I think when I was picking the seed for this one, I was very much trying to avoid having a mushroom island close by, but it's definitely on the project list. And thank you, Brooklyn, for another dono. I really do appreciate that. It's very kind of you. We're gonna go through and just throw our string, and I'm just gonna let a few of these grow all the way up. And we're just gonna kind of go through and just add in all of the sugar cane along the edges. We'll do a little gap there, why not? Stephanie, thank you so much for becoming a supporter. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is your hardcore world played on a server or your hard drive? It's a local world, single player. You can see because it's right there. It says open to LAN. That button does not exist if you're on a server. Actually, that'll look good being 3 tall. Slightly above the wall. Now that can be a 1, and then you can be another 3. And you can be a little 2. And you can be a little 1. Yeah. How did you choose your seed? I want the type of seed you use for the medieval town, but I can't find one like that. I wanted something that had multiple mountain ranges nearby, and then had a... Because I want to do caves and cliffs, so I wanted multiple mountain ranges nearby, no snow within a few thousand blocks, and then I also wanted a ocean nearby, and then I just cycled. I literally just kept cycling, and when I'd find a seed that looked promising, I would go into game and fly around in it in like a little like spectator mode camera, and then if I enjoyed it, I'd recreate the world as hardcore. But the process of finding a seed is not quick. I will say that 100%. Everybody's like, how do you find such good seeds? Well, you sit on a seed generating website for an entire day, and you might find one good seed. When we found the Empire's Season 2 seed, we got really lucky with that, but the process of finding the Empire's Season 1 seed, when we did that, that took, I think there were 6 of us sitting on a call on Discord on chunk base, just cycling seeds until we could find something. And I think it took us almost 3 hours to get it, one that had all of the criteria that we wanted in it. And then it was actually being like, okay, is this one we actually want? Like, it meets the criteria, but in game, does it actually look good for everybody? And we finally just went like, yep, we're just gonna send it. This is close enough to what we would consider a perfect seed, and we're just gonna do it. For hours, I can't do it. I tried and they're all bad. The thing is, for Minecraft seeds, what you also need to realize is that, like, you don't have to base at 0-0. Like, a part of a Minecraft seed, like searching it and seeing if you enjoy it or not, can very much be a, do I like anything within 2,000 blocks? Like, is the setup I'm looking for the ideal seed that I want, is that within 2,000 blocks? Like, and then move where your base is, whatever your new 0-0 of where you're going to build at, is that anywhere within like a 2,000 block radius around you? Because that could be the perfect place, and you're just like, a lot of people are like, it's not spawn, I have to recycle. So we would always, the way we kind of do it is we zoom out a good amount so you can see like up to 5k blocks around you, and then you cycle from there, because then your chance of getting a better seed much higher. When you actually start thinking about like, oh wait, you're right, it's a Minecraft world, I can build wherever the heck I want, and you can kind of just take that around wherever. And then eventually, like, every single Minecraft seed, especially with caves and cliffs now and all that, I'm very much a big believer that there's really no bad Minecraft seeds. You just have to find the right place for it, and sometimes finding the right place just takes a little bit of time spent looking at it. What are your thoughts on 1.20.1? There is no 1.20.1 announcement yet, so there's no thoughts to be had. I'm excited to hear what's going to happen. Hopefully we got something cool at Minecraft Live this year, but I would love to see an end update. I would love to see an inventory update, or I'd love to see some form of a farming update. That's kind of the list that I'm looking at so far, just more crops in the game for me is always a really cool thing, because I love just building farmland, and the more types of foliage and crops that get added to the game, the more that I can kind of tailor different regions to make them feel even more unique from each other. So that I really love the idea of, so that's fun for me. And then outside of that, I don't know, I think the end is the most boring part of Minecraft. It's a chore. It's not a fun aspect of the game. And there's also, like, with such a large community of people that have never fought the Ender Dragon, just out of like, yeah, I don't want to fight the dragon because they think it's difficult, or they're like, yeah, there's nothing worth it out there for me to go to. There's an entire dimension of the game that a vast majority of the player base is just like, yeah, I just can't be bothered. We need a boat update. We just got a bamboo raft. What more could you want? It's a boat right there. Yeah, so I'm kind of on board with whatever brings. I think that if they add a new dimension through whatever warden portal thingy, if that does happen before an end update happens, I will be so sad. I will be so bummed out. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't know. I don't think Minecraft needs another dimension. If I have to go through and find even more portals and do different things to get around to other places, I think a new dimension is actually a really bad idea for Minecraft. So I think the 3 dimensions they have are enough. I play on peaceful, but even playing on hard, the dragon fight is a bit dull. All spectacle and no substance. Feels weird. The end game boss is the easiest boss. Yeah, an Elder Guardian is... An Elder Guardian probably has higher chance of death than the Ender Dragon. Like, once you know how to do the Ender Dragon fight, the only scary part is the fact that the Ender Dragon can kick you up into the air and just send you flying. But if you come prepared, there's so many more ways to do that. Whereas the Elder Guardian hurts a lot, actively is damaging you, and has thorns. And if you don't have water breathing, you can drown. I don't consider a warden a boss, though, so I don't think the warden counts as a boss to me, at least. A boss is something that has to give loot in return for it. The warden is something that, like, you just need to avoid to be able to loot the place, but, like, you don't have to interact with the warden, so I don't really consider that mob a boss, if that makes sense. I don't know. I know I'm asking for it a lot today, but YouTube's been a little quiet recently, so all the support that you all can give, I really do appreciate it. So please be sure to leave a like on the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're just in the back to school times, and you'll probably hear a lot of YouTubers and so many Twitch streamers right now are doing subathons and things like that. It's just because it's a little bit of a quieter time as a content creator, so we very much do appreciate all the support, and liking the stream is completely free, so thank you everybody who's doing it. Yeah, the warden was not intended to be killed, exactly. That's why I haven't bothered killing it yet. I'd like a 4th dimension after an end and inventory update. I think that a 4th dimension, though, means just like there's another place that you have to go travel to go and get blocks and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know. I'm waiting for so many people to be so mad when a 4th dimension gets added, because so many people already are upset about the villager changes because you have to leave your base. The new villager like changes that they're proposing to like normalize the trades and not make it so OP, people are mad because you can't just live in your one little base. You have to go out into the world and build in your Minecraft world. Can you imagine how upset people are going to be when they find out that for this new dimension that there's something unique inside of it that they have to go to and actually do in there? I don't know. And then there's probably a portal that's going to be added in that's going to be so far away.
My face when I see you've posted a new video. Also would love to see more new life SMP.
Hey, EM Aquatics, I really appreciate the dono. Thank you so much for that. That's very kind of you and very generous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. New Life, I will say, I've said it before, for me, I think is done. It's just a series that I was not in. It was one that I kind of knew that I was a little burned out on multiplayer things, like before the series even started. And I wanted like a 2 or 3 week break just to enjoy some single player content for a while and do that and not really think about being on an SMP and what that all means and everything. And then some people kind of pushed to have the series go live right away. And then we had all the server issues on top of that and everything. And it really just burned me out on the series. And I very much try and stay true to, I'm only going to record content that I'm actively interested in recording, because otherwise how can I expect other people to be interested in watching the videos? So I just don't want to put a fake face on when I'm recording videos to try and make something a little bit better or a little bit whatever. And I don't know, I feel like it shows a lot. I'm not good at hiding. I'm not good at hiding or faking emotions or anything like that, to a fault. So yeah, New Life for me, it hit a point where I was like, this isn't fun. It's feeling more like a chore than it is something that I want to be creating on and like making content. So unfortunately, I think that one's a little bit, I don't think it's gonna happen anymore. I thought about doing some streams for it, and then I did try and do 1 or 2 streams after I was pretty burned, and then viewership was really, really bad for the streams compared to hardcore streams. And I'm a little scared now with how much YouTube has dropped in viewership numbers since people are back in school and work lives are back to normal post-summer, that I'm like, I don't know. I'm already kind of at the point where I'm seeing YouTube live streaming negatively impact videos, and it really sucks. YouTube has built such a bad system for live streaming. It's insane. So I don't know. I know Jimmy's been doing some streams over on Twitch, and I'll be honest, I'm kind of playing around with the idea of doing some off streams on Twitch every once in a while, or even potentially moving like Friday streams to Twitch. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there. Nothing's done yet. It wouldn't be a permanent move back. It'd probably just be a move in quieter seasons over there, but it sucks when you want to live stream and like share something with the community and work on a project as you're going, and then it actively is harming your channel. I don't get how YouTube thought building a system like that was a good idea. What about YouTube streaming makes it worse? So YouTube streaming, when you go live on YouTube and you have other videos that are out there in the algorithm, YouTube, I confirmed with my partner manager on a call with them that they actively pull back the SEO rankings on your other videos in order to push your live stream more. But then if your live stream doesn't get many clicks within the first while, or the interactions aren't huge, and I don't want to be one of the people who's constantly just like, leave a like on the stream, make sure to leave a like, blah blah blah, and it just feels so disingenuous. I want you all to be able to chill in here and sit down and just like have a cozy time in stream. Like that's the purpose of stream, is just being able to hang out. I don't want it to feel like it's something that I have to be monetizing and doing all that. Like obviously there is a benefit of it for me, but it's more of like just cozy vibes and hanging out with the community is the purpose I do it. And then yeah, so they take back your video rankings and they move them back. And what I've noticed so far is that when the videos get pulled back a little bit, even when you end your stream, it doesn't push them back to the same way that they're going. It actively, like, it brings them back, like, say 20%, it gets pulled back so that your stream can make that up. And then when it's done, YouTube's like, oh, not so many people are clicking on this video anymore, but your stream's done, so we'll push it back up about 10%. So it actively, like, it tanks the views on your video. Like, I've been watching it over the last few weeks, and like views across the channel versus when I start a stream versus when I end a stream, which you think I'd be ending a stream in more popular hour of the day for people to be watching videos and things like that, as especially with a larger US audience, that it would be going up, but it just keeps going down. So I don't know, YouTube's a weird one. It's a weird one. I'm starting to understand why it's like, I've always kind of, when I did Twitch streaming, I started with the idea that I didn't want all my like eggs in one basket. Like I wanted them to be working independently and everything. I don't really regret moving to YouTube quite yet because the community here, I feel like I've got to interact with so many more people that just were not on Twitch. But also at the same time, like it's a weird one. It's an interesting spot to be in that I wasn't expecting to be in when moving to YouTube streaming, because I don't know. It seems like the YouTube live stream dev team has abandoned long form live streams and they've moved to vertical live streams as their like main thing to look in, which is also kind of sad. They seem to be really focused on making vertical live streaming to like compete with TikTok live streaming instead of pursuing and trying to win out on long form live streaming. They really just seem to be, oh, TikTok did this, it was successful with them, we're gonna try and copy that and make our own version. And it's a bummer to see. I know Jimmy released a video after streaming for a while. Did that strategy not work? Jimmy's done that a lot. He used to always kind of end his streams and release a video and kind of push his stream audience over to that. But yeah, I mean, if it's a new video going out, it's fine. But also you have asked people to sit and watch a stream for 2 hours and then you're like, hey, watch this extra 20-minute video. And a lot of people are like, yeah, I'll get to it later. And then they either forget or don't, or do come back later. But then it's later after the video went live, so you kind of lose a lot of the initial push when it starts to go out. And really the first few hours of a video are pretty important to how it's going to do over the first few weeks. It can after a while really come back on search streams and things like that later, but you never know if it'll pick up a random trend or not and keep going. So I don't know. There's a lot of science that goes into being a creator, and it's one right now where I feel like I'm in a learning phase again, which is good. It's good to be learning, but it also feels like it was one that's kind of forced on me instead of like I found a new avenue that I can use to grow. It's oh wow, like I have to find a new way to do things because otherwise it might work out or it might not end well. I know Sausage, he moved to full-time streaming on Twitch. He's no longer streaming on YouTube because he was actively losing subscribers while he was streaming. Like he was starting a stream, and I think the worst he had happen, he told me, was he lost over 100 subscribers on one stream on YouTube. That people actively were coming into the stream and being like, yeah, no, I'm out, and unsubscribing, which seems a little weird. Like, so I don't know. YouTube's weird. Just adding these little brambles in around here just as like some extra base that we can build the bushes off of. I don't want these to be super, super thick, but we need to have some. We'll come back in after and add in a lot of our grass and things in the pitcher pods between. Wow, that sucks. I know, right? And that's got me like worried of like, oh God, when's that gonna happen for me? It's not happening yet. I'm still, but like I used to, at the start of the summer, I was gaining probably 500-600 subscribers in a live stream, which I was very excited about. And now I'm currently gaining like 60 to 80 subscribers in a live stream. So I don't know. It's a weird one. I've almost given up on growing my MC channel. I keep doing the videos because I like to do them. So if I grow, I grow. If not, I'm still having fun. Yeah, I mean, that's the way you should do it. If you're trying to get started on YouTube, if you're focusing on growth, you're never going to be happy. You have to be focused on just enjoying what you make, which I try and really keep coming back to and being like, this is why I got into it. This is why I got into creating content, is because I loved what I do. The only reason why I like care about numbers now is because it's my job and it's my source of revenue. So also, if y'all haven't seen them yet, on Spotify, Minecraft released a bunch of lo-fi tracks, and they are so good. This one right now is one of their Minecraft Legends lo-fi that they have. They basically did there's 3 1-hour lo-fi like mixes you can get and download that are safe to use. They are safe to use on streams and videos and everything. So if you're a creator, pretty good stuff to have. But anyways, they have an hour of Minecraft lo-fi, they have an hour of Minecraft Dungeons lo-fi, and they have an hour of Minecraft Legends lo-fi, and they're all so good. I listened to they came out on Monday, I think, or it was yesterday, I can't remember. No, Monday. And I listened to them, like all of them on repeat for the entire day. Appreciate hearing your insight on all this. I've been wrestling between Twitch and YouTube for streams for the past while. Yeah, I mean, I just give all the information I can. Obviously, there are ways to market YouTube streams to make them better than Twitch, but with the way that I mean, Twitch isn't doing much better, but at least Twitch themselves is a live streaming platform. So if they're actively not updating the live streaming platform, that's at a fault of their own. Whereas YouTube is like, yeah, we have shorts, yeah, we have long form video content, yeah, now we have vertical live streaming, oh hey, now also we have podcasts, and hey, now also we have YouTube shopping. So yeah, sorry, we just have so many features, we can't dedicate time to YouTube live streaming. We have so many things that need to be upheld, and they just seem to be like taking this entire community that they were like, oh my gosh, we're gonna invest so much into long form gaming live streaming or whatever it is, and then they were just like, ha, just kidding. So I don't know, it does feel weird to be like, hey, I'm thinking about going back to Twitch, because we've been on YouTube for January, it'll be 2 years on YouTube, and I know so many people took a long time to like move over here and everything like that, and now that the community's here, I'm like, it feels kind of weird to just like swap to Twitch. I was talking with somebody recently, and they're talking about how they want to use Twitch live streams as a way to stream and work on projects that they're going to do on long form YouTube content, and then the YouTube content that they're going to live stream is all stuff that's net new content. So it'd be like working on, like coming back and working on finishing off things here. But on Twitch live streams, you don't want to spoil because you don't want to spoil your videos on YouTube, so they do that there. So they kind of still do both, but I'm also like, I don't want to ask people to become a Twitch sub and then also be a YouTube member. Seems like a lot to ask. Twitch's tools for the community are great, but the lack of discoverability can be brutal. Yeah, it's one that snowballs though. Twitch's lack of discoverability is also the same thing that helps the larger channels become so successful. Like the lack of discoverability and being ranked on like viewers and everything, like the number of viewers you have versus the number of like viewers other people have, is if you're winning and you're at the top of the category, you're going to keep getting more viewers, and that is a huge way to grow very, very quickly for a lot of people if they can get up there. And so it's one of those that if you're serious about being a streamer, you need to almost like pick and choose the hours of when you want to stream and to compete against people that you think like you can win. Twitch streaming is a lot more competitive than YouTube streaming because YouTube has the algorithm behind it. But on Twitch, if you can go live and be the person with the most views of the Minecraft category, even if it's some weird hour of the day, you're going to be getting a lot more new viewers coming in than if you stream at like the busiest of busy hours. And like, let's go back to when Dream SMP was massive. If you were streaming during Dream SMP stream hours, you got no viewers. There was no way you were getting anywhere. But if you streamed as soon as all of the Dream SMP people went offline, because not many people were streaming at the end when Dream SMP was going, you could actually rack up massive viewer growth. Like, I was streaming on Twitch back then, and I was lining up a few streams for when Twitch or when Dream SMP was ending, like when they were all starting to log off and wrap up for the day. Like, I would jump on there and start streaming, and the number of people that were still like, oh yeah, I still want to be watching Minecraft content, but nobody here, I was gaining so many followers. It was crazy. Twitch is better for getting tips/donations, isn't it? Tips and donations, yes, you can argue that, but YouTube ad rates on live streaming are so much better than Twitch that it more than evens out. Like I feel like the ads that we play here on YouTube live streamings happen less frequently than the Twitch live streams, but the ad rate that is made off of them for me actually makes it so that I don't really need to push members or push anything like that too much, because the ad rate helps make up for it. So you never see me really asking for people to become members or anything like that. Whereas on Twitch, sometimes I'd be like, hey, make sure you become a subscriber, like if you enjoy it, blah blah blah, or all that type of stuff. But yeah, so YouTube live streaming is definitely, like, I make more money YouTube live streaming than I did on Twitch, but I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, I don't really care. Okay, we'll go to there. Actually, that is where this one ends. That's everything that we need to do. Sweet.
Pleased to meet you.
Nicholas, thanks so much for becoming a member, my dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Running a full-time Twitch channel must be very interesting in both a good and bad way. I don't think I could ever be a full-time Twitch streamer. Full-time Twitch streaming seems to be the most stressful and anxiety-inducing thing ever. Because if you think about it, if you're a full-time Twitch streamer, your revenue only comes from when you are actively live. There's no vacation time, there's no nothing. If you are not online, you are actively not making money. Where on YouTube, I can take a vacation because I can be like, you know what? I'm gonna work, I'm gonna get these videos out there. Also these other videos that I've posted, they're still pushing in the algorithm, they're still passively gaining views. And if I'm not live, people can still go watch Fwhip content. There is actively no way to do that on Twitch. If you're a full-time streamer and you log off, that scared me so bad. There's a squid under there. But yeah, if you log off on Twitch and you're done streaming for the day, the revenue you're making is done. Like, there's nothing more coming in. If you become a full-time Twitch streamer, you age 20 years in 5 years, no good. Yeah, exactly. It's just so much more stressful. I like even YouTube is not completely consistent, but the volatility of YouTube is so much less. YouTube, if you can make it on YouTube, you can be a lot better off. Like, you'll be a lot more consistently better off than on Twitch. On Twitch, a lot of small streamers bank on a few small number of people just getting very integrated in the community and wanting to see that person stay live all the time, and so they'll donate a lot of money and they'll really show support, which is absolutely amazing. But there's always the thought in the back of your head of like, what if this person who donates so much money they're like, this is the last donation? Whereas if they I know a few people that do stream full time that only average like 50-60 viewers, but they have, of those 50-60 viewers, there's like 4 or 5 of them that give them like $500-600 a month each. So off of that, they're making $3-4 grand a month, and so they're able to make like a pretty decent living off of that, and then everything else kind of trickles in. And then from there, but like, what if those 5 or 6 people have something happen to them, and then that also means that this person who is full-time streaming because of these community members is no longer going to be able to do it. And so you kind of always have to have that worry in the back of your head. So I very much prefer to stay on the long form YouTube content route, just because there's less dependency on financial support from others. I mean, there's always going to be dependency being in this world of entertainment world of you need viewers, otherwise there's no money coming in. But I feel like once you have that set up, it's pretty easy to keep that and kind of keep a community as long as you can stay on top of it. Small Plant, thank you so much for the 3 months at tier 2. I'm so sad I missed your stream last Friday. It was my birthday. Hey, happy birthday. I'm glad I made it today. What are you working on? We're working on expanding the river, kind of doing all the base little details in here for now. Seeing where that all goes. Streaming is best accompanied by other content, be it YouTube, TikTok, etc. Yeah. If you can figure out a way to turn your streams into other content, that's the only way you can really succeed long term, because that'll also bring in and attract new viewers. As I say that, though, you will never catch me making a TikTok or a YouTube short unless I absolutely have to, because I despise making that type of content. It just is something that does not make sense in my brain. I don't enjoy the process at all, and I like long form genuine content, not trying to do this entire crazy video, something or another that's super attention grabbing, has people there the entire 60 seconds, and then it's done. Like, I don't want to make 60-second content. I like long form content, and I think that's where my skill set lies, and that's what I'm sticking to. Maybe I start streaming how to do freelance coding work. That way I can benefit from my freelance work and the stream income while also motivating myself to work because it's on stream. Hey, exactly. There's a lot of game developers that stream them making their games, which I think is really cool because then they build a community of people who are also trying to make their own games. They're sharing ideas on how to do things and everything. And then by doing that, you also have people that have been along for the entire ride of you making the game. And so you're guaranteed at least some sales when that thing goes live in 12 years when you finally finish it, making your perfect video game. Like the stream, everybody. Yes, thank you, Alyssa. Alyssa said it, not me, so you have to. I like the shorts when I want simple, mindless content, but I also love the long length videos. Yeah, I don't really watch shorts ever. I want to stream the editing, no sound, no interaction, just watch me work. Yeah. Honestly, streaming how to edit videos and things like that is a pretty good way to do it. The problem is that I just don't want... Sometimes I like to keep some of those things behind the curtain. Also, I don't do the editing anymore. I have a lovely gentleman named Marcos who does my video editing. He's fantastic. Because it means I can make more videos. And have a social life. Best part. By social life, I mean meeting up with my family members maybe once every 2 weeks, and outside of that, just hanging out at the house. How'd you find Marcos? I got connected with him through a cousin-in-law, actually, who is a Twitch streamer, and he we went out to dinner with them when they were back in the Seattle area one night, and he was like, dude, I've been working with this guy. He's been making so much of my content for me. He's been absolutely fantastic. He's also a local Seattle guy. You should consider reaching out with him, chatting with him. And then I was like, no, I don't know. I like editing my own videos. No. And then like 2 months later, Catherine was like, so I've signed with Marcos. He's going to start editing my videos. I was like, you stole my editor. And she was like, you haven't reached out to him. I was like, I'm doing it right now. And then Marcos was like, oh, I'm actually full. I don't have time to bring anybody on. I'll let you know though if something changes in my schedule and frees up. And I heard back from him like a month later. He's like, so I have time in the schedule to add in somebody else to do some videos for them. And I was just like, let's go. We're doing it right now. Local growth, free range editor sounds great. I know. Yeah, exactly. He did move out of the Seattle area though, so funny enough, we were chatting after we kind of signed and everything. We were getting to know each other, and I was like, you live less than 30 minutes from where I live. At one point, I remember my internet went out. I was like, okay, if the internet's not back up, just give me your address. I'm gonna put it on all the video files on a thumb drive and just drive it to you so that you can get it if the internet doesn't come back on, so you can like get through editing. And so then we can just figure it out from there. I was like, I kind of like this having a failsafe if anything did happen. But thankfully we're okay. And I feel like I'm at the point now where if I miss a upload slot or whatever, I'm like, all right, I'll make up with it later. We'll get it. So is there water under here? I feel like there, where was that? Aha, there is water back here. Yes. Hidden sugar cane. Boop. And there's water over any of these? No. Not when there's grass. Okay, we're on to the next step now. When next video? Tomorrow. Does that work? Tomorrow? I really like the result of the next video. I kind of remixed an old video that I did for like the style and how I wanted to portray it and everything, because I was like, maybe this could be kind of fun. This could be. So I rewatched the old video before I even started working on the new one, And I'm curious to see if the result is similar, because the old one, people absolutely loved it. So we'll see. I'm in a hole. Do that, and then we'll do a few little, because we don't have too many. Oh, there's some right there, but that's fine. Are you gonna do a 5,000 days movie? Yeah. I'm gonna release it late though. I probably won't release it until like late October, early November. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, I like this. A lot of these upper sections, we're just gonna bring in tall grass and dead bushes. I'm gonna hold the 5,000 days movie because I think with the 4,000 days movie releasing, we released it right after the 4,000 day episode aired, and so it really didn't take off too much. Like, if you look at the 4,000 days movie in comparison to the other movies, it did not do nearly as well on views. It did well, but like I mean, it's at like 300, 400,000 views, where the other ones are all well above 1 million, with one being 7 million now and the second one being almost 4 million, I believe. So like I think waiting a little bit longer to almost get like the nostalgia trip on it of like, oh wow, I remember this project, this was at the end of the summer, oh wow, yeah, this is kind of, and then it brings back a few summer memories. Because I don't know about you all, but sometimes when I'm rewatching videos or shows or something, or like playing games that I used to play, I'll remember like things that were going on in life around those times that like were happening when I like watched it the first time or played it the first time. So yeah, that's kind of my plan there, to do that. So it'll be out soon. It's in the works. Marcos is on it. I have an empty shulker box I can take back home. Yay! I forgot leaves. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna need all of this and probably more, and then I'm definitely gonna need a lot of this. Right, now for the not so fun part. Have you thought about some lone dirt or mud houses along the river? I'm thinking I want to add some things. Like I think like a little house or something right in here could be kind of cute, because like there's no point in like this being here. I mean, we've been doing some of the fields, so it makes sense to have like a house next to the field. And like I definitely want to fill the edge of the desert, like along the river. Everywhere along the river, I want there to be things going on. So where we've put fields, eventually there will be little farmhouses. Like this guy for sure needs a little house, but I want to terraform this entire hill and kind of smooth it out a touch. And then we forgot to do this section over here. Whatever, we'll get to it. And then eventually we need to bring the greenery along this entire river and along both sides. I think could look really good. But that'll be when I need a break from Old World again. We'll come back over here and get working. Okay, we gotta fill a lot of this space with it, and then down here we can bone meal and just break the flowers, because I don't want the flowers. So if you see any flowers, let me know. We'll destroy them. No flowers. We'll add all of the grass in, see how far around we can make it with the grass, and then we'll come back and add a few dead bushes like along the edge like this. Shulkers are a lowercase t. Yeah, I mean, I have a weird way I stack shulker boxes, but it's the way that I remember like what is what and where the boxes are. There is an organization to how I lay out my shulker monsters, because I have so many shulker monsters. So like I gotta have it somewhat organized. It's not perfectly organized, but organized for me. Could anybody else understand the way it works? No. I remember like a moment it must have been a B-dubs video or an Etho video a while ago where B-dubs was like building and Etho just like walks over. It was on Hermitcraft, I think. And Etho's like, hey, B-dubs, so what's in this shulker box here? Without opening it, tell me exactly what's in it. And he was like, oh, it's the item that I need two stacks or less of whatever is in there. And I was like, that sounds really similar to how I set up an organized shulkers that I need materials for. And because it was like, it was like a really vivid one for me, because I remember like the next thing is Etho opening the box and being like, wow, there is exactly 2 stacks of every item in here. Why do you organize like that? I was like, yeah, no, that makes sense. That's pretty accurate. This is how we shulker box. Yes, it's true. True indeed. My entire storage system is shulker boxes. It's organized though and mobile. Yeah, I basically live out of my ender chest. That is my main storage is my ender chest, and then every storage room I have is bulk storage. I will say though, we need to do a stream and fix my ender chest. Oh my god, it's bad. It has gotten so unorganized, and I really just I basically need somebody to sit me down in front of me and be like, fix it right now, fix it. I'm like, I don't wanna, but you're right, I need to. I don't wanna. It's so bad though. It's like half the shulker boxes in there are just junk that I'm just like, I don't know why I have this. I think one of them has like weird miscellaneous pieces of copper and like wood slabs. Sleepy time, sleepy time, sleepy time. Sounds like you need Pearl. Dude, if Pearl could just log in here. I mean, look at this. Like this box. I mean, that's glass. That's okay. This one here. I don't know. I guess bricks. These are both decoration boxes that I need to fix and like reorganize them. This is a greenery box that's now leaking into the decoration boxes. We have coral in here. Birchwood. And diorite. This dirt one, that's always in there. This one is completely random. Why do I have 6 bamboo and 4 sticks, 1 podzol, 1 oak plank, 1 dark oak fence, and 1 crimson trapdoor, 1 spruce sign, 3 mushroom stems, 2 obsidian. This one's deep slate. This one's my emerald box. There's all my backup tools box. That's on my redstone. That's on my fireworks. And now comment of the day box. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah. This was meant to be my toolbox, but now it's just kind of turned into my essential supplies box that I need. So a beacon, extra set of wings, I don't know why there's a trident in there. I've never used it. Extra totems. I also have a totem here for a quick grab. I also have golden apples there for a quick grab. Yeah, comment of the day. I don't think I've really talked with y'all about it. It was kind of something I've just decided to do for the next episode. But the way it's gonna work, and this is why it needs a little bit of an explanation to it, is comment of the day style content. I love the idea of, I love in practice like what it is of just like a way to have a long form answer responding to some comments, and just again, community interaction I think is a really important thing, and I love doing that. I love chatting with y'all and having discussions. As you can tell, most of our streams here are random discussions the entire time. But the way it's gonna work is, instead of doing it in the main video itself, I'm gonna be adding some behind the scenes content, because in the main hardcore videos, to grab the current YouTube trends of things need to be moving fast and kind of moving bam, 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 sitting down and having like a 3-4 minute answer to a question is not good for the meta. As much as I don't like to live by the meta, I do have to follow some of the rules. I don't meta chase as far as video topics ever go, really, but So the way I'm doing it is a second channel video on Fwhip 2 that's going to be uploading with every single hardcore video. It's going to be coming out 15 minutes after the hardcore video. So if you haven't subscribed to Fwhip 2, TWO, there's like 100,000 people on there that are subscribed, so be sure to get there. And basically it's going to be comment of the days, answering, well, some of the background like grind footage is playing, and like slow building some of the houses or whatever it is that I'm working on. Just kind of showing a much slower like version of it, like encapsulating the entire build. So if there's something that's like really interesting that I made in a video, I'll try and showcase the process of that as it's going. So yeah, if you want to see comment of the day, so maybe some of the things that are time lapses, I'll just show the actual building and placing down all of the blocks and everything. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm going with it. So if you want to see that, it's going to be over on Fwhip 2. And I'm going to do it in a way that I'm going to answer to 2 or 3 comments in every single comment of the day video that goes live, instead of just doing like 1 comment a day. So I'm going to pick 2 or 3 comments from the main video or the second channel video, just kind of whatever speaks to me that I want to reply to or answer, and then talk about each of them for like 3 or 4 minutes just while some things are going on. So yeah, that's coming. First one launches tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about it. I think y'all are going to enjoy it. I hope so. I want to do more second channel content. I feel like it's something that I don't really do, but I also don't really know how to do it. So I thought this could be fun. Cool. We just need trees along this section and then we're good. Trees we're going to do at the end, just because bringing those guys in is kind of a little bit of a pain. Love the connection going to Poot in the middle of the stream. As a, yeah, I mean, I haven't dropped any frames, so it'd be your side. There's a poppy next to the bridge. Where is it? I'm colorblind. I'm red-green colorblind. Where is it? I don't see it. Is it here? Oh, those flowers? Yeah, we haven't done that side yet. Back a bit. I need to find this poppy. By the pond. Ah, colorblind. By the pond. I'm assuming you mean this as the pond. Why can I not see this? Is it down along the edge? Ah, I see it. It was a little guy. We got it. We're good. It's so good. So, wow, so good. So good. And just so good. Yeah, so good. Yeah, we're gonna bring in more of those. There's the palm trees along here. I really like the palm trees along the river. I know they're kind of samey, but I think I love the vibe that it brings in. It's fine. We did it. Like, look at him go. He did it. He found the flower. Like, I did find the flower. You're right. Oh, that's not where my shears are. No! I have to go repair them. Someone remind me when we get back that we need to turn on the replay mod again, please. It's fine. We're okay. Also, I think you can barely tell, but I downloaded a resource pack that rescales Elytra to be pixel perfect, because Elytras, if you look at it, I'm sorry to ruin it for everybody, but the way that the pixel scales on Elytra is the pixel is slightly larger than a normal Minecraft pixel. So now the pixels on this elytra are the same size as the pixels on like the slab there. Whereas if you have just the regular, the elytra pixels are slightly larger. So I downloaded a resource pack that I found on Vanilla Tweaks that brings it back to being the correct size. And I'm like, I didn't know I needed this, and now I can't play without it. Yeah, now you can all welcome to the pain. I hear nothing. I heard nothing. You cannot tell me. Yeah, but now the elytra actually is accurate. I've had a few people comment on videos be like, why is Fwhip's elytra small? I'm like, well, actually, it's the way it should be. Have you tried minimap mods? I used to play with them. I don't use minimaps anymore because I find if I do, viewers are like, this isn't vanilla. So I prefer just, if I'm going to do something for the sake of having a map. Minecraft maps in game, sure, they're not mobile, but they do a good job. They do a pretty good job of kind of just finishing off an area and like giving and showing you what you want out of it. So I use Minecraft maps. Turn on replay mod. Yeah, after we get grass. Thank you. We need grass first. Do a bone meal flower farm for the grass. Yeah, I could, but it needs to not move. It needs to have like a one trick, like press a button, spawn bone meal, and then you shear, and then you press button and bone meal again. And at this point, I don't really care too much about doing this. This isn't bad. Your favorite armor combo? I've been thinking about changing mine up. I like the way it looks, but I'm kind of thinking about changing the color because the color doesn't really match what I have. But I have I like the way like the shapes work and everything like that. I just don't know. I think I kind of want to move to either I wish the lapis was brighter. So I might move to diamond. But we have tide on the helm, we have tide armor, we have spire pants, and we have host on the boots. And I'm kind of thinking about moving to, there's the one that looks like you have like little toes. I can't remember which it is on your boots. And I'm kind of thinking about moving to that. Yeah, grass farming, peak content right here. If only we could bone meal moss without it growing. How much we at? I think the inside is smaller, so we should be okay. Oh, but we do go all the way back up there. It might be bigger. We'll see if we run out. Armor over hoodie looks like a total vibe. Yeah. I mean, it's Minecraft skin. It is what it is. There's only so much you can do with a Minecraft skin. Need more dead bush. Replay has been resumed. Now we go back to grass. Grass. That's smooth sandstone. Wow. Wow. Nope, stupid flower. This is how we add in all the super lushness as we're going. And we kind of just keep them moving. It's one of those things where I'm normally like, yeah, do I need to add in tall grass? And then I add in tall grass. I'm like, I needed to add in tall grass. Sugarcane resource pack, please. It's my own. The resource pack is available to members. Tier 1 members and up. To get this sugarcane working, though, you do need to have some form of connected textures. Otherwise, it'll just be that without the thing at the top. Connected textures you can either get through Optifine, or there's some fabric alternatives that we have a whole bunch of information in the Discord for that for anybody who does get it set up. Download is in the Discord and all that, so it'll all be in the same place. Bone meal is a huge time saver. Yeah, I wish we could bone meal this, but I can't because I don't want to lose the grass blocks. And if I bone meal the moss to get the grass growing on top, we're getting azalea bushes, we're getting moss carpet, and we're getting the moss will grow over all of the dirt and everything that I put in here for texturing. So what I probably should have done to start was get all of the moss in place, bone meal the moss, and then come back and do everything else. Like, that's kind of a live and you learn moment, but it's whatever. Put a little sugar cane in here too to grow this up. A little place that's trapped a bunch of things in so it can look super lush. When's the next New Life episode coming out? I talked about it earlier in the stream. I'm not recording on New Life anymore. Unfortunately. It just was one that it wasn't clicking well with me anymore. It was one that I was really struggling to record, and I think it was starting to show in the last few videos that I released of... I know I didn't do too many on the series, but it was one that I went into burned out to begin with on multiplayer content, and then you add in all of the server issues and everything that we were dealing with, and just it was a little bit of a mess getting the server up and running. And that for me was just kind of like the nail in the coffin, last nail in the coffin of just kind of sealing. I was like, nah, I can't do it. I should have done a last video. I had thoughts of doing a last video of just like getting through all the lives and kind of showing things off and then being like, oh, series is over, I'm out of lives. But then I know I kind of did that in Afterlife of like putting myself in stupid situations or doing bits with friends that like resulted in me dying. And then a lot of people got really upset about that because a life series like that is, it's funny doing one when my main series I do is hardcore Minecraft, and then people are like, you died to this stupid, like, you died to spiders, you died to drown, come on, we thought you play hardcore Minecraft, you'd be better than this. And I'm like, you can make a mistake whenever you're playing Minecraft at any point in time, and that's just kind of the way it goes. But people are like, instead of being like, oh my gosh, he died, that's so sad, people are like mad at me for dying, and it's just weird. They were like, we expect you to be better than this. I know, I'm subscribing. This must be fake. I'm like, oh, no. Sometimes you just have a brain fart and you die. That's why in hardcore Minecraft, the early game is the most difficult, because now I have so many ways to save myself that it keeps me alive a lot more easily. Die all the time. Yeah. What custom sky is that? It's actually a mod called Better Clouds. Red green colorblind, y'all. Poppies are invisible. Gonna sneak out and get you, and I would never know. probably do something back here eventually. I do like that the green comes in so far, but I don't want to super detail it for now. I kind of like it being just a little bit of a flatter zone. So we'll see. Maybe this can be where the house is for the field. We're back over here. Yeah, we just came through here. Okay. Have you turned on replay mode? Yeah, I did, yeah. We're all set. We're almost out of grass. No. Oh, we're actually almost done with this place, though. Yes. Believe that is everything. That's not how you do it. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty much everything in there. We need to still get this little section up there, but that's kind of like a starting from blank, so we can do that. This is nice to have this all done. We need to get trees in and everything, but that will probably have to be next time. I actually started watching because of the world tour with Corrales and your last world. I just love the building style. Yeah, that was a lot of people actually came in through that one, so I'm glad you stuck around. Thank you. That was a long time ago, though. That was like a few years, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to think of when that was. That was building with Fwhip, which building with Fwhip has been gone a long time. I do think Corrales was one of the last people I toured with in that series, though. So I don't know. We're just gonna end this here. That'd be it. What's your favorite build? I really like the city I'm working on right now. Just kind of, it feels so full of life just walking through the streets, and it makes me really happy. That's one of those, I don't have like a single favorite building, 'cause that's not really how I build in Minecraft. But the city we have in here is one that I feel like whenever this series comes to an end, because hardcore, so it'll happen at some point or another, it'll still be one that I would love to finish it before then, but I think it's going to be one that I'll like keep coming back to and walking through over and over again and just being like, wow, I'm really happy with how this turned out. Okay, that should be enough grass. This is a pretty small section. Oh, completely transformed a mesa to build a grass farm on top of it. It's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. Why is there a corner of dirt missing? I was one dirt short when I was building it out, and I just never went back to get another one. Should work. As a content creator, do you often watch other creators, or do you find you don't have time? I really like to have videos on in the background while I'm working. I find it helps me get a good flow going, just having something on. I find if I'm watching a YouTube video in the background, I'm able to stay focused pretty well. But if I'm watching something like a TV show in the background, I am not able to stay focused super well. So I actually typically if I'm working, I'm typically either watching a Minecraft video or I'm watching a Minecraft live stream of sorts. Just because I find for me, it helps me get into a more productive state. Whereas if I'm watching a TV show, TV shows are much more built around like keeping people super engaged and watching the entire time and all that. And whereas if I miss a minute or two of like where I'm like only background absorbing information happening in a video, then I'm like, it's only a few seconds, it's fine. Actually, we could turn this into something kind of fun. Rare sugar cane on the second layer. Oh no. This is where I kind of ended the terraforming when we did the original desert. I think I did it on this side too, and then I was like, yep, that's enough for the video. I will cover this all later. That was a can't be bothered right now moment. Put on chest piece and plummet to ground. It's actually safer. Watch this. If you did that without the chest piece, the totem would have popped. It slows your momentum just ever so slightly that you hit not as intensely. So if you're ever doing like this and you want to like land there instead of doing like spins, you can just swap your chest piece. Because you're no longer gaining momentum, so there's only a max falling momentum, whereas the Elytra can move faster than that. So you're actually a little bit safer. That's scary. Please don't die. Yeah, I have a totem on. That would be the second totem pop in this world if it did pop there, though. I've only popped one totem. And it was due to a strider. Yeah, I think I'm one of the few people in Minecraft community that can say they popped a totem due to a strider somehow bugging out and kicking them off. Mostly because nobody uses striders other than putting them in a little lava stable and then never using them again. But I can still say it. Striders are there to get the advancements and nothing else. Some speedrun community people use them, but they just, I don't know. They're cool to have. I enjoy having them in the Nether because I think they're fun to like see walking around, but they are not super useful unless you need string. Excuse me. If you need string, striders are very useful. Was there not a totem in the 20 Dragonfight stream? Was there? I don't think there was. Was there a totem? There might have been. That might have been last season because we did the 20 dragons in season 2 also. Just never did anything with it. Immersion and aesthetics, exactly. Would you ever do a nether biome redesign? Probably not, just because most nether biomes are just so difficult to build in. He did I? Okay. Wait, what? Foreshadowing for a strider port? Yeah, we haven't done anything with striders yet in this world outside of using them for the advancement. I find the nether just to be such a boring place to build, just with how dark it is. It just is, it's hard to make like a fun, airy vibe And like, I wish there was a way in the Nether that you could like make it brighter without making it like seem like a night town that you're lighting up. Like if there's an actual way to make the Nether brighter, and like, or there were some Nether biomes that were randomly just like not spooky scary. Like you can kind of say the warp forest is, but even with the warp forest, it still has that like bluey vibe, which comes across as pretty dark. Yeah, you can see, I don't think you can see how many totems you've used. Oh, totem, yeah, totem used 1. Yeah, we've only used 1 totem in this world. Picked up 27 of them and dropped 2 of them. Apparently I threw away 2 totems at one point. I could definitely do a lot more stupid stuff and be popping totems all the time, but I just don't care. I know there's some hardcore YouTubers that are like, that will just fly around and purposely to have a funny clip will pop totems as they're landing, and if they don't pop the totem, they'll redo their clip to be able to pop the totem just because they think it's, the viewers will think it's funny. But I can't be bothered. I feel like that's like a, if you're going for like a Zoomer audience, you're doing that type of stuff. And that might be the way to grow on a Minecraft channel right now, but I just, nah. How much deep slate have you mined? Somebody asked last stream and it was like 40,000 or something. I don't really mind mining deep slate. It's not too bad. I am thinking about making a diamond mining setup. I think that could be kind of fun to go for a full diamond beacon soon. And do it like when 1.20.2 launches and have build like a mining expedition somewhere out in the world and do it for, to find a bunch, like get a full diamond beacon and something. I don't ever plan to do the full netherite beacon, but doing a diamond beacon could be fun. Netherite beacon just sounds terrible and like a waste of time, especially with how many people have done it, and it's just, it wouldn't do that well on YouTube anymore. Not as well as it used to. Then people realize that you can just cheat and slash give netherite and say, oh my god, wow, I spent 1,000 hours mining this. Here's different angles of the same footage of me blowing up this nether cavern. I did see a video a while ago that I thought was so funny because somebody was like, oh my god, I've done it. I've mined my netherite beacon. I've done it. And then they're like, but I've lost so much of the footage, so all I can show you is that I now have a full netherite beacon. I'm like, probably by fact of them doing that. But that was their whole video, just like walking around showing that they had the beacon and like it was fully set up and everything. It's like, the unfortunate part is probably somebody who did that is getting accused of cheating so much, but the chance of them actually being like there and doing it legit and having done it, pretty high. For somebody to come forward and be like, yeah, so I got it, but I lost all the footage because I forgot to record it, but I've been working on it late at night, or like hard drive failed, whatever it might be. Like the chance of them have done it, like actually having done it, pretty high. But they were just called out so much for cheating. Whereas if somebody who would come in and cheat, they want to be like extra believable on it. So they're really going to go out there and make a really cool, amazing, fancy video about how they got this netherite beacon. And by doing that, then they're going to make and fake all the footage so that it makes it extra believable. Yeah, if you're going to build or do anything in creative mode, I think there's a way to do that. And like have that as being part of a series, being like, yeah, all of the gameplay and things are in survival, but like here we have full creative access for these things, and this is where we're going to use them for, and here's where you can see where it starts and ends and blah 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 blah. Because I mean, like on Empires, for example, I was the admin, and there's sometimes you have to come in and fix things that break or stuff that goes wrong or whatever it is, and like so occasionally there are things that we had to do in creative. I never built any of my base in creative mode, but the fact that if I like came out in a video and was like, hey, so I was in creative mode building these things, people would be like, what else did you build in creative? I'm like, nothing. And they're like, sure, I don't believe you, you cheater. I'm like, yeah, no, actually, it was, I had to fix this thing that we used a command block to be able to change weather cycles, and so it wasn't raining all the time, or blah blah, because we wanted some rain but not like permanent rain, and blah 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 blah. So it's just, it's an interesting, trying to like fall in with like the public opinion and making sure like you're keeping track of it and everything is always an interesting one to do. Like as a content creator, there's some things that you have to do and you don't show. Like there's some things that like we have to do as a creator behind the scenes because it makes a better video, but you don't show that because if you did, people would be calling you out as cheating, even though like it makes a better video that they enjoy the content even more. So it's one of those where you kind of have to decide as a creator, are you there as a creator that's doing super legit everything ever? Like I don't cheat in my worlds, I don't do that stuff, but like if there's some way that like I need to record a clip or re-record a clip because something failed or whatever, like I'll come back and like post like a copy of the world and sometimes do things in there just to make sure like the clip's clear, or if I'm like in the editing phase and like the way I said that completely jarbled it, mumbled it, it was awful. So like I'll just come back later and redo it and like splice it in there. And some people are like, this isn't legit, this is overly edited. I'm like, I was just trying to make it sound like I was speaking English and not jarbling through all the words I'm trying to say, but okay. It's an interesting spot. Yeah, like Litematica, the amount of people that see Litematica as cheating is beyond me. There is a way to use Litematica to cheat, though. I will acknowledge that. I can show you. Let's see here. Let's go into here. Oh, that's spoilers. Granite wall, and we're gonna connect them all over to here. We're gonna do this. Area editor. I redid the Star Trader airship. You can see that. Cheats. Enabled. Actually, what is it? What is it? Power. Overwhelming. There we go. Anybody who gets that reference, there you go. Oh, it didn't do it. Weird. That normally works. Wait, do I have easy place on? I do have easy place on. Huh, weird. Maybe they fixed it in the latest Litematica update. So you used to be able to do this, and then basically you could debug stick things in, and then you do that. And then it would paste that, like, the debug sticked version where it's in there with all of the sides on the walls and everything on it. So you could do that and like slowly work it through your builds to get like these illegal block states like that. Maybe they fixed it in the latest one. I don't know. Can you delete things from here? No, you have to go into your folders. Oh, the cheatier part of Litematica is analyze an area and highlight the ores. Yeah, you can definitely do that. Yeah, you can do that too. Like Litematica, if you have a stick, like you can say like, let's go here, and we're gonna go here, and you can basically just like create like a massive area and then just go down, and you can basically see everything in there if you wanted. So, and then you can like make a schematic of that and bring it up. That stuff, like I don't know. I don't even see the point in that. Like at that point, like I just don't get joy out of cheating in this game. Like when I cheat in Minecraft, I don't want to play anymore. So for me, it's very much like I'm not gonna do it. So I don't know. A lot of what I like Litematica simply for just making things go quicker and building. Like that's all it is. I don't like to rebuild things I made make, but I also completely understand that when I'm making something, it looks better if I build it in creative first, and I like the end product more, so therefore for me it's worth it to do. But then going through the process of like getting it all over there and everything, I'm just like, I don't want to do it. So Litematica helps with that. Deliver a better product. Oh yeah, Sculpt Catalysts were so annoying to get. GV, thank you so much for coming to member, my dude. I really appreciate it. Yep. Okay, you go here. Empty goes here. Yep, they're still all empty. That is good. You were here. You were here. You were there. You can go there. You can go there. We'll take that sand out and slap it in one of these where there would be space. Ah. Alrighty. This looks pretty good. This looks so much better than it was before. I'll definitely have to get the trees in there to add those in just for that extra vibe. But I'm really happy with how it's turned out. I got a new shader pack too. I don't know if I've showed y'all. It's the latest update of Complementary. They renamed it Complementary Unbound, and it basically combines reimagined and regular complementary shaders. Bunny. To just have like so many cool. I think they said there's like 300 something settings, and it's fun to work with. You don't want to spend a decade on a build then don't like it. Yeah, that's a big part of it. But look at sorry, my voice is going. I think I'm gonna end the stream here because I don't want to lose my voice. Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking really good. I like these little side spots. Wow, my voice is messed up today. What happened there? Ooh, underwater looks good. I haven't seen that before. Yeah, look at this. Fun. And we'll get all the trees around it and everything soon. We don't need too many of them, but it'll look pretty good. I love this. Cool. Sweet. Awesome. Amazing. Now my friends is gonna have to do it for today. Coconuts and trees. I don't really like I mean, you can do them, but I just don't really like the jungle plank in there. And I don't know. I feel like we could do cocoa beans somewhere else and use them better. But that's gonna have to do it for today. I thank you all so very much for hanging. Sorry for any questions or things like that I didn't get to. If you want to throw them on tomorrow's video, I'm doing comment of the question of the day stuff now that I was talking about, so maybe they'll be in the next video after that. So be sure to do that. Thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Y'all have an excellent, wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you all on the flip side. Bye.